Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Budi Setiawan. I'm a doctoral student in population studies at Universitas Gadjah Mada. I would like to present the result about probabilistic population projection for provincial levels in Indonesia. Bappenas, BPS, and UNFPA Indonesia still use a deterministic approach in making official population projection. The official population projection is a population projection prepared by Bappenas, BPS, and UNFPA Indonesia, which is officially used by the Indonesian government for development planning purposes. There are two scenarios in making population projection, namely the policy scenario and the trend scenario. The scenario approach in preparing population projection has been criticized for lacking a probabilistic basis and leading to inconsistency in quantifying future uncertainty. Unlike Bappenas, BPS, and UNFPA Indonesia, the United Nations has used a probabilistic approach in making population projection for all countries. They implemented the Bayesian population projection initiated by Raftery et al. And Raftery, Alkema, and Garland. In this model, TFR is projected probabilistically using the Bayesian hierarchical model developed by Alkema et al. Meanwhile, life expectancy is projected using the joint probabilistic projection model for the life expectancy of women and men. This model was developed by Lelik and Raftery, Lelik, and Garland based on the Bayesian-based projection proposed by Chun et al. And Raftery, Chun, Garland, and Sevcikova. Meanwhile, migration in this model still uses a deterministic approach, which is based on age-specific net international migration. The cohort component method is used to project the population probabilistically based on these three components. The most recent UN projections have been published in World Population Prospect 2019. The application of the Bayesian population projection to create a probabilistic population projection at the subnational level is very rare. So far, ADIL initiated the implementation of this model to project population at the subnational level in Pakistan. In line with ADIL, this study aims to make a probabilistic population projection at the provincial level in Indonesia using a Bayesian population projection. In this projection, the launch year population used the baseline population used in the official 2015-2045 Indonesian population projection. Setiawan, Sukamdi, dan Listianingsih used BSM-based projection with Asian country as the prior distribution to produce 1,000 future TFR trajectories. This future TFR trajectory is converted to an age-specific fertility rate using Indonesia's proportionate age-specific fertility rate projection, obtained from the WPP 2019 package in the R program. Setiawan, Sukamdi, and Listianingsih used GPP with Asian country as the prior distribution to produce 1,000 trajectories of future EOF and EOM values. Age-specific mortality rates was projected using the modified Lee-Carter method based on trajectories of future EOF and EOM values and coherent Lee-Carter parameter estimates. The coherent Lee-Carter parameter estimates are based on Indonesia past MX values obtained from WPP 2019 package in the R program. Migration is assumed to be constant during the projection period using age-specific net internal migration from IPS 2015. Bayesian population projection are probabilistic population projection using the cohort component method to produce 1,000 future population trajectories based on 1,000 trajectories of birth rate and mortality rate by age and sex combined with age-specific net internal migration. The calculation process uses the bayesPop package in the R program. Table 1 shows the total population from the official projection and the Bayesian population projection for the provincial level in Indonesia using the cohort component method. At the beginning of the projection period, most provinces show the total population from the official projection to be higher than the median value of the Bayesian population projection. These provinces are Riau, Jambi, Sumatera Selatan, Jakarta, Yogyakarta, Jawa Timur, Banten, Bali, Nusa Tenggara Barat, Kalimantan Tengah, Kalimantan Selatan, Sulawesi Utara, Sulawesi Tengah, Sulawesi Tenggara, Gorontalo, Sulawesi Barat, Maluku, and Papua Barat. In contrast, the province saw the total population from the official projection to be lower than the median value of the Bayesian population projection. Despite this, the total population of this province still lies within the 80% prediction interval. The only province where the total population from the official projection falls outside the 90% prediction interval is Kepulauan Riau. At the end of the projection period, almost all provinces saw that the total population from the official projection is higher than the median value of the Bayesian population projection, except for Jawa Tengah, Nusa Tenggara Timur, and Papua. These three provinces saw the total population from the official projection to be lower than the median value of the Bayesian population projection, even though they still fall within the 80% prediction interval. Meanwhile, Kepulauan Riau is still the only province where the total population of the official projection lies outside the prediction interval of the Bayesian probabilistic projection. In the bayesPop, there are two aggregation methods, namely country-based and region-based methods. Aggregation in the country-based method is carried out by simply adding up the number of population in each trajectory in all countries in the region concerned. The aggregation in the region-based method is created using the cohort component method, similar to PopPredict, but its function operates on the aggregate input component. In practice, Shevchikova and Trajectory found that when projecting a pool of countries whose demographic histories do not coincide, region-based methods tend to overestimate uncertainty and often providing too wide a prediction interval. Therefore, the aggregation in this study used country-based methods. There are two scenarios in the official projection, namely the policy scenario and the trend scenario. In 2020, the total population of the policy-based projection is slightly lower than the median value of the Bayesian population projection. After that, the total population from the policy-based projection exceeds the median value of the Bayesian population projection. The difference in the total population between these two projections will reach 7.7 million at the end of the projection period. Even so, the total population from the policy-based projection still lies within the 80% prediction interval. Meanwhile, the total population from the trend-based projection is similar to the median value of the Bayesian population projection. The difference in total population between the two projections ranges from 5 to 406,000. There is a significant difference in the total population between the median values of the two Bayesian population projections, namely the UN projection and this study. During the projection period, the total population of the median value of the UN projection lies outside the 95% prediction interval of the Bayesian population projection in this study. This difference is mainly due to the difference between the total population, which is used as the basis for the projection. The total population used as the basis for the UN projection is 273.5 million. Meanwhile, the total population used as the basis of this study was 255.6 million. The difference between the total population of these two projections is relatively constant over the projection period. Here, the conclusion of this research. This study showed that the Bayesian population projection can be relied on to make probabilistic population projection at the provincial level in Indonesia. The uncertainty in the future is quantified through a prediction interval where the result of the official projection lies within the prediction interval. Therefore, the official population projection, based on the result of the 2020 population census, is recommended to apply the Bayesian population projection. These are the references we use in our research. Thank you for your attention. See you on the next occasion. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.